Johann Sebastian Bach, two-part Inventions number 4 in D minor. Hi, my name is Daniel Rofer. Welcome to one more piano tutorials here at Octopus Music School. Today we will talk about one more of the two-part inventions from Bach. This one is a very good one to do right after the number 1. And let's start talking about the subject. It has this very interesting fingering, starting with a turn. And it's very interesting how he wanted us to use finger 1 and 5 on black keys. So let's give it to these first two measures a lot of attention. So I would recommend you to do 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat. So now what is very important here is I start here about the middle of the keys, and then I do finger 2. As long as I put finger 1, I already start moving more inside. In order to play the B flat with the very front of my finger, and then I use the rotation movement, wrist rotation here to play C sharp, and then I have the backward movement right away, which we will take advantage of the rotation to do. Of course, these movements are small, but they are fundamental for you to play with a good technique. So, and then non-legato. So I would repeat these first 4 measures a lot. Let's use a metronome now. Let's see how it goes on 65 BPM. Wrist, it's very important. Again, this is the most important movement on the piano. Now we have the left hand starting the same subject. Let's see. Time. So for me, the left hand is even easier here. Make sure you are using your wrist. One more time. 2 and 3. It's always a combination between hand movement or wrist rotation and fingers. Let's see up to measure 6, both hands together. And I recommend to stop in the first note of measure 7. So these first 6 measures will be repeated a lot. So one more time. A little bit faster now at 75. 1, 2, 3. Good. Then we have a phrase on the right hand that is a development of the subject, and that phrase will last 4 measures, but I would say let's do up to measure 11 actually. No, let's do 4 measures up to measure 10. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. So make sure you are going in when you have to, for example, to play the B flat with finger 1. See that? Okay. Let's do that again. And here I like to do finger 2, but you can also do finger 3. But first, let's talk about the left hand. So, this is how I like doing the articulation. This is another phrase. So from measure 7 to 10, what I do is, when I have the jumps, I do non-legato, and then when I have steps, we do legato. This way, it gives more movement to my phrase. Let's see. This is how I like to do, but you also can do everything non-legato, it's not a problem. So then now, the left hand will have the development of the subject, which is measure 11, 1, 2, 3. So, make sure you phrase that. And the right hand has only a couple of intermissions. Let's see, measure 11, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. So this is very important. This is how I like to do this ornament. See? 1 and 2. It's important counting. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay? So let's see from measure 11 to measure the head of measure 18, both hands together. I would practice this a lot. And see, I do finger 1, 3, 4, and then 1, 3, 1. So let's do measure 16 and 17. 2, 3, and one more time from 11 to 18. 2, 3. I'm sorry, I only played 16th to 18th. Let's do it now. Then we come to this section where we have 3 measures that right hand does trillo. So for the trilo, it's not only fingers and it's not only wrist rotation, it's both. I recommend you to do slow and then you start to increase the speed little by little. So let's listen to that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The idea is you don't play the key into the very deep, it's more superficial. It depends on your piano, but you will find a spot where you can be, you're not allowing the key to go back all the way up to the position. So it's very specific. 2, 3, and another thing that is very important here is to count, especially for measure 22. So let's see from measure 18th to 22th. Counting. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. See, it's very important counting. Then we will have, so one more time, for measure 22, I also recommend you to do this. 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Coming from measure 21, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So you will have to repeat that many times. Then we have right hand doing more development of the subject. Then here on measure 26 is when we restart the subject in another key. So again, you will need to have the same attention when you have black key inside. One of the things of these two-part inventions is that he's playing all the time with the position of our hand on the keyboard, which is something impressive because at that time the keyboards were different and he was already looking ahead. Then we get here on measure 29. We will talk about that later. So for the left hand on measure 26, we do. Then we will start that trilo. So basically here, measure 27 is an E major chord, and you don't have to try to connect. It's just move your hand. It's all tenuto. Follow the fingering. That works. Again, here's the same thing. It's about playing finger and wrist. So I recommend you to master this right hand here. So don't move forward until you make sure you master this. I just played wrong. Let me do one more time. Finally, we are on this A. So let's see both hands together. I will put the metronome. 75, 2, 3. So here is the same thing. Counting is very important. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. So I also sometimes recommend my students to play around with some games when we have to have this coordination of playing a trillo with something else. Our attention has to be focused on the hand that is doing the opposition to the trillo, first thing. And you also can play some stuff like see, I am just playing a couple of folk themes that are very easy, but the idea is to practice the independence between the hands. Okay, so then we have this section where now Bach, it's bringing us to the end of the piece. So let's start with the left hand. So I really recommend you to, when we get here, finger 3 on this B flat, it will make much easier for you. So see, again, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So in 2 measure 43, he's preparing the D minor, so we can finally end at the same key. So I recommend you to practice this left hand a lot, especially measure 42 and 43. It can be very confusing. Let's see those 2 measures. 2, 3. Very important here to do the fingering. We have the suggestion. Okay, let's see from measure 38 into there. 2, 3. Measure 42 and 43 with both hands. 2, 3. One more time. 2, 3, and see the articulation? Basically, I connected when we have 16th notes. So now let's talk about the final section. We can start with right hand from measure 44 into the end. 2, 3, 2, 3. So what I think it's very important here, from measures 46 and 47 is very important, counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1. This is very important. So then when we get to measure 49 and 50, we have this. So remember, he's working with this. So make sure you start measure 49 already going inside a little bit, and then you play finger 5 to your black key B flat, and then you have C sharp finger 2, and then finger 1 on G. I like doing a mordent here, but this movement's the most important thing. See, when I move like that, it makes it much easier for me. I don't have to do things like this. This is very bad. Okay, so I don't think the left hand will be any problem. We can talk about measures from measure 46. Let's see both hands together from measure 42. So that's it. I hope you enjoy, and I hope this helped you to learn this piece. Thank you, and I see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.